Oh, by the way, we have completely not spoke about Trae Young once in this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think he needs to actually have a good season when they're actually doing good. I feel like it's a Devin Booker sort of thing.
Here's my thing with Trae Young. You can tell me where I'm wrong. I kind of forgot that I wanted to talk about Trae Young because I think Trae Young is one of the most overhyped players in the entire league in terms of like people thinking he's like the next Steph Curry.
I don't think that, but I think he's good.
I came up with are you familiar with Colin Cowherd and how he makes really dumb analogies?
Yes.
I'm ready to make up my own Colin Cowherd-esque analogy for what, like, because there are people who say, like, you know, ESPN's like he's on a Curry-esque trajectory.
Yeah, I've seen those things.
I think this is the comparison is that Trae Young is like TikTok and Steph Curry is like Vine, and we really missed, like, our generation loved Vine like more than anything. We thought it was like the absolute shit. We loved laughing. We still follow the Viners who don't even do TikTok anymore, like Nick Coletti.
Yep.
But
I follow some. Yep.
So we now have TikTok, and everyone loves TikTok. Apparently, they're like, "Oh, who needs Vine?" We got TikTok. It's so much worse. I don't think it's at all better, and I think it's just nostalgia and like a wanting to be a part of something that you missed out on, because like there's this generation of kids who like who didn't have Vine. They're like, oh, TikTok's so much better, and it's like, oh
yeah, no, I like that analogy. I think that's actually like exactly what it is, because people are like, yeah, the younger generation obviously have seen Curry, but they weren't like able to fully watch what like Curry do what he was doing when it was happening. Like watching it when I was watching it was crazy. Like he changed the way the game was played just because of how good of a shooter he was. Now everyone can, like, Dame can shoot from that far. Everyone's adjusted to that. But then there's Trae Young that now that he's getting those comparisons, yeah, all these TikTokers, if you want to put them in that category, they are getting like the knockoff version of Vine.
I feel like Steph Curry also is a very good basketball player. Trae Young is a revolving door on defense. He is one of the worst defenders in the entire league, if not the worst. I didn't do the research to look up like his net rating defensively. I would be shocked with the minutes that he plays if we did it based off minutes, if he is not in the bottom 3.
I wouldn't doubt it. He's like, everyone's shitted on Steph Curry for how bad he is on defense, but Trae Young is way worse than Curry is on defense, and that's saying a lot.
And the most that Trae is known for is either his limitless range, okay, and or his ability to nutmeg people, which gets him in almost getting beat up by every player who's over 30.
Trevor Ariza is going to kill him one of these times.
When is the last time you thought of Trevor Ariza was going to beat up someone?
But because Trae Young, time right there.
Because Trae Young could qualify to like just ride a roller coaster, we're gonna let him just like get away with it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think I just don't. I need to see him do something when they're actually a good team.
But the Bucks, like, the Hawks were supposed to make the playoffs this year, if you remember.
Well, yeah, they were supposed to.
Then John Collins ruined it by doing PEDs. Because it's all John Collins' fault.
Potential. I still think they have the potential soon, because now they have Clint Capella too.
Another center that really helps against PJ Tucker.
The Clint, John Collins, Trae Young. They have Herter. They have
Red Velvet.
Yeah, they have good players. They're not apparently good enough to be a good team.
I would rather have Van Fleet in my most improved than have Trae Young. I'd rather have Jaylen Brown in my most improved than have Trae Young.
The only time I thought about putting him anywhere was in like the third team, but I couldn't put him over Beal just because he made the All-Star game. Like, I think Beal deserves the All-Star over Trae Young.
I think the NBA All-Star game is the most throwaway accolade a player can have.
Yeah.
Because one, you're telling me right now that if it was both conferences combined, that Damian Lillard wouldn't have made it like forever ago.
Literally.
I think did Damian Lillard make it this year? He made it, right?
Yeah, he was did he start? I don't think he started.
Yeah, that was
No,
the new thing with him.
It was Luka, James Harden, who came from the West for starters, for guards.
Okay. All right.
So Dame was that. Yeah, Dame was like the next one. He was third because I remember he was close. I think he deserves to get a start eventually. I think he's that type of player, but